Have you ever wanted to package an app for the AUR or a pacman repository? Well, you've come to the right place. So, packaging Arch Linux packages can be a bit confusing. So, I'm just going to guide you through it. So, firstly, you will need to use Arch Linux or an Arch-based distribution in order to do this, because some commands that we'll be using are Arch specific. So let's list the directory for user share pacman. Now this has a couple of files in it. Firstly is packagebuild.proto, packagebuildsplit.proto, packagebuildvcs.proto, and proto.install. So packagebuild.proto is what we're going to be focusing on today. Packagebuildsplit.proto and VCS, we're not going to be focusing on. And proto.install, I will get to that a bit later. First step is to copy over packagebuild.proto to the working directory, and we'll rename this to simply packagebuild. Now here, this comment needs to go. So I'll just remove that. And maintainer, we can put this as my name, Sid, and my email. So now the package name. This is the name of your package. So my app is called pacman to scam. Scam is my package manager. This app just converts a pacman package into an scam package. So package ver, this is the version of your package. If your package does not use versions, if it's like just grabbing it from Git, then, or you just don't have a version, then just type 1. And yeah, this app does not have a version. However, I'm just going to give it 1.0.0 because it eventually will get a version. Package rel. So basically, this is if you made a new release, but you don't want to increment the version. This is usually 1. However, you may want to change it, whatever. Now this is epoch. This is usually 0. And this is essentially the same thing as package rel. However, basically, this is the version. Like, it would appear as that. And then with the package rel, it would appear as that. And let's say I set the epoch to 1, it would appear as that. So I'm going to remove that and move on. This is the description of the package. Now, the Arch. This is short for architecture. x86, 64. Some of them may have ARM for Arch Linux on ARM, but this package, I believe, only supports x86. So now URL. If you have a website, put a link for your website. If you don't, usually you would link your Git repository, but this one doesn't have either. So now license, GPL is fine. Groups. Basically, if your package is a part of a group, you would put that here. However, this is not really needed. Depends. These are dependencies, runtime dependencies that get installed when you install the package. So I believe, now this has a couple dependencies. It has tar, wget, and zip. And reason I'm getting this yellow line is you use spaces, not commas, to separate items in lists, because this is a shell script. So now make depends. These are dependencies for building the project. So say you use Java for your program, then you would list the Java JDK so that you can build the app. However, I'm using Hacks, which only requires Hacks to build it. Check depends. If you have a thing to check your test your package, you would put that here. I do not, so I'm going to remove that. Opt depends, these are optional dependencies. Don't need that. Provides, this is basically if your package provides the functionality of another package, you would put that here. Conflicts. If, like, package A, if it were to be, you install package A, then you install package B. If package B has, like, some incompatibility causing either one of the packages to break, then you would put that here. So you would put package A here and pretend that the package you're making the package build for is package B. So this has no conflicts. Now replaces is sort of like conflicts, but it's for replacing obsolete packages. So, for example, let's say like some package got deprecated and now you made another package that replaces it. Then you would put that here, and then when you install this package, it would remove that package. I believe that's how it works. Now backup. These are what files should be backed up when installing or removing the package, including upgrading it. Now these are options. I believe these are make package options. I'm going to ignore that. Now install. Remember that proto.install file? Well, let's take a look at it. So in here, there are 6 functions: pre-install, post-install, pre-upgrade, post-upgrade, pre-remove, and post-remove. Basically, what this does is you can run commands during package operations. Now, this is useful if you need to initialize something after a package is installed or something like that. In that case, you would make a new file. Actually, you would copy over this file to your working directory and edit it. And then you would put the name of that file in here. So that is changelog. If your package contains a changelog, you would include the name of that file in here. Now source, I'm going to get back to this a bit later. So no extract. Basically, if there's a file in your source code that you don't want there, you can put it in here. MD5 sums. Basically, just put your MD5 checksums here. If you don't have any, type skip. Removing it will not work. Now, valid PGP keys. If you haven't, put it in there. If you don't, remove it. Now, sources. There are a couple ways you can get a source for the project. Firstly is a Git repository. So you can do either local or external Git repositories. It's not matter. You can also use a tar or some other archive file. You can also download it from the internet. So I will be using a local Git repository, which I have set up in this folder. So I'll type git plus file / home sid documents. What directory am I in? Okay, so I can just do that. Then there's the source. Now, keep in mind that if you are using a Git repository, remove this on all occurrences. Now, let's take a look at these 4 functions here. First is prepare. Let's say you need to run some commands before, building the package. You would put that here. So, mine does not require any, so I can just delete this. Now, build. This is where you'll build your package. Mine's just hacks build.hxml. There's also check. That's if you have a tester. I don't. And finally, package. Now, As you can see in the example command, like some builder, whatever, like make, have install commands. So if it does that, then run that. However, if it just creates a binary file, then type install-dm755. That 755 is actually the permissions on the binary. And then you type /bin/main, because that is where my binary file is located after being built. Package dir, like that, /user, bin, and pacman to scam, or actually just package name. So it's time to test this by running make package. If everything goes well, I can open up my file manager, and as you can see, there is a file called pacman2scam version architecture.pkg.tar.zst. Now this can go into a pacman repository, or can be installed by, I believe it's sudo pacman-u. I believe that's the command. Yes, it is. That is indeed the command. So it can be installed through pacman like that. It can also be added to a pacman repository, or you can upload this pkg build script to the Arch Linux user repository. So that's it. If you found this helpful, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, make sure to share the video too, and I am out.